What up, everybody? It's your boy Heems, and guys, we are back with another reaction video today. Our suggestion comes from Andy Holloway 11, and this was 2 weeks ago. He said one of his older songs, and it may even be his first video, I'm not sure, so is Do You Believe? And it's fantastic. Definitely check that out on your journey. So guys, we're about to go ahead and check that out. As a disclaimer, I do not own rights to the song. All content belongs to the proper entities, including both the artist, the channel, publisher, and music groups. At times, we may need to make adjustments, including either making the video transparent, rendering it black and white, and even alterations to the audio. All that in order to follow YouTube's policies while still being able to provide you guys with the content you've requested for and are looking to enjoy. Without further ado, let's check this video out.
You believe it's morning, I'm alive, but that's the last thing on my mind. You believe it's morning, I'm alive, but that's the last thing on my mind.
Dear future self, I hope you're in good health. I'm writing cause I'm frightened, I've been fighting with myself. I wake up in the morning, rain is pouring, but I don't mean outside, I mean a storm is roaring in the corners deep in my mind. And I've been phoning my friends for advice to break the ice. How are you? Yeah, I'm nice. Actually, I'm fucking sore inside. I'm borderline suicide, but I'm really trying to try and shine in this dark, dark life of mine. The film Life of Brian, I watched it 50 times, because I'm always searching for the brighter side of life. And maybe one day those thoughts will pay off, but till then, my future self, I'm feeling lost. Ha.
You believe it's morning, I'm alive, but that's the last thing on my mind.
It's kind of interesting that that chant that she says in the beginning, because like, do you believe that, you know, it's morning, you're still alive, and yet that's the last thing like on your mind, in the sense of like, that's one of the biggest things sometimes of like just being awake, being alive. You know, it was a video I saw maybe like a few months back with this guy, and some people say it was a skit, but some people say it was a recording of this guy with his girl, and they were arguing, and then he was like, you know, like basically I effing woke up, and you know, it's like that kind of a pause, like, wait, what? Like, I woke up. You know, that's one of the biggest steps out of everything, because you didn't have to wake up that day. And yet sometimes even with that, just from that wording, it's like that's the last thing on your mind, because you're dealing with every other little wrestle, and like what you even hear him, like, you know, just think about different thoughts to himself, and even trying to reach out to people to help try to keep him sane. And yet he's trying to write through to his future self in hopes that, you know, somewhere at the end of this tunnel, like everything is going to be better, or hoping that he gets some kind of like indication or like implication of like, you know, what's to come, or to brace himself, or at least to give him the strength needed to get to that point.
You believe it's morning, I'm alive, but that's the last thing on my mind.
Dear future self, why am I unwell? Will I ever find a way to climb right out this hell? Will I ever find a way to leave my demons? Find the breath to keep me breathing, find the hope to keep believing, find a way out, huh? Cause something funny happens when you're always sick. When you wake up every day praying that they might be it, that you might turn a corner into life or into death. Cause you hate that state of limbo, cause you hate that state of stress. And many lessons I have learned, being burnt by the fires of depression as they scorch up my earth. I have learned that I'm stronger than I ever thought I was, cause I'm still here and breathing, my heart's beating blood, but I'm a paradox. I feel so alone, yet I isolate myself. It's no one's fault but my own. Heart is broken cause of the friends that I've had who have died. Heart is broken cause I've been sick for a third of my life. Heart is broken cause we live on a planet that values money more than lives, and we're damaging that planet that we need to survive. My broken heart, it breaks every time I feel the brakes on my brain when it aches. Bringing the breezes back to faith, feeding my demons while they wait. Ask my angels why forsake, have faith. Take away this pain in my brain and bring the rain on my soul. Future self, could you pull me out this hole?
You believe it's morning, I'm alive, but that's the last thing on my mind. You believe it's morning, I'm alive, but that's the last thing on my mind.
Do you believe it's morning? I'm alive, but that's the last thing on my mind. Do you believe it's morning? I'm alive, that's the last thing on my mind.
To everybody, let me know too if he composed the song and like the music, the instruments and stuff for this, because like this was truly phenomenal. And it hits hard to home. Because you everybody doesn't know always what you go through, what you experience, and even with people that you talk to, sometimes they can't breathe for you, so they're not in the thicket of it from body, mind, spirit, and all, so they don't understand sometimes the trials and tribulations that you might be going through. And that right into that future self, because it's like that pull rope, hoping that it already propel me into a better place or to a better situation, and then like have his life being sick, friends dying, it's like it takes it out of you, dealing with so much at a time, and you're constantly in that wrestle with yourself mentally, psychologically, spiritually, emotionally, and sometimes I just feel like there's no way out. And it kind of keeps coming back to that chant, and that's what sometimes we forget, that part of like waking up. But then I like how at the end he kind of brings that up, and it's like, and then he even sings the chorus at the end. It's one of those, like, you have to stay through and you have to see it through to the end. It's not easy, and sometimes even like where he's like, it feels like a paradox because you feel alone, even when moments when you do get out of it, or you do get out of it, you still feel like it's like, it just feels like it's no end to the struggle, especially for that fight. But it's definitely one of those you have to stick through, you have to see it through. And with all the talent and what we've seen through Ren, like, he is a living testament of why, to stick around. And like, to me, he kind of reminds me of like a following reverse of when I'll say sometimes, like, as if he speaks your mind, because these are things sometimes that you think about, or for me, it's a lot of what I think about. I think about those thoughts, and and I know there's plenty of people out there who experience those things, regardless of your backstory or right or wrong. We're all human at the end of the day, and we all go through some form of some trauma and situations that we're dealing with and trying to cope, and yet still trying to conduct ourselves in a day-to-day life. And it's always like that, they say, like in Batman, you're always that one day from a real bad, one bad situation, or that killing joke. There's always that one bad day that can just set everything in motion, or can be the one that just does it all in for you. To everybody, make sure you like and subscribe to Ren. That is an absolute must. If you like my reaction, critique, review, commentary, hit the like button, subscribe to me at heemzcastgamingyt. Make sure you hit the notification bell to know exactly when I'm going live or when we have uploads. Share the video, share the channel on all social media platforms, online, offline, to your friends, family, fellow content creators, reactors, and streamers alike. When it comes to reactions, we do absolutely everything, whether it's one or two or a list of suggestions. The more that you bring, the more content we'll be able to crank out. I'll use my phone to screenshot your guys' suggestions and work my way through from both the earliest and the latest of suggestions. To those who have subscribed to the channel, and either you have had a portion of your suggestions done or none at all, I thank each and every one of you for continuing to be supporters on the channel. Whether you're hitting that like or the thumbs down, it all means absolutely everything. Repeatedly and frequently smash your suggestion in the comments section. Sometimes the links work, sometimes they don't. At the very least, highlight and copy the exact title. Or you can follow me on my social media platforms on Instagram, Twitter, Discord, Snapchat, and Facebook at heemzcastgamingyt. The funk and the grind is real, as I'm working between 6 to 8 days a week, including my regular 8-hour shift, 12-hour, and 16. Ideally, we'll try to release videos once a day, but we may end up releasing videos every other day or every 2 to 4 days. So I highly emphasize and ask each and every one of you to definitely make sure you're hitting that notification bell in the case of a 4-day stretch, if not longer. To those who are subscribed, you may be still having issues sometimes either getting pings, notifications from me. On your mobile app at the bottom right corner, hit your avatar. in the upper right corner, hit the cogwheel after that. Look for notifications, click it. As you click notifications, look and see if you can find subscribers. When you see subscribers, if it's marked blue, then everything is cool. But if it's gray and it's to the left, click it. That way you're getting all notifications, including what we post on the community page, more reaction videos, even gaming streams. I'll see you soon. Peace till the next video and streams.